Hi guys. I can't smell very much because I have a chapped lip. I'm saying that first off, so if I look weird, that is why. Also, I kind of feel like like one of those, like the evil person in like all of like the films where it's like someone with like loads of money. I feel like that in this dressing gown. However, I don't care because this dressing gown is super comfy and it's absolutely freezing. That was a bit of a random that was a bit of a random introduction, but hi guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Ashley, and today I'm doing something a little bit sneaky. And I'm sorry to Becca specifically because she is editing this with no knowledge of what I am doing. So if you don't remember last year, I pranked Jem by reading her favourites sneakily without her knowing. And last night I got I got struck by inspiration and I want to do it for Becca. However, it's a lot more difficult with Becca because we talk all the time, so she knows what I'm reading. So I'm having to do this very slowly and kind of like going, okay, I'm reading this one and then I'm going to read something else. So I'm hoping to read 3 books for this vlog, and it is currently January. I'm hoping to read one book this month. I'm hoping to read another book next month, and I'm hoping to read another book in March. March is going to be the most difficult one because that one is going to be, I'm going to try and read Something is Killing the Children. I don't own Something is Killing the Children, so I'm going to have to pilfer it from her her collection. We'll see how that goes. However, for the moment, I'm going to be diving into A Pirate's Life for Tea. If you don't know Becca, she loves Rebecca Thorne and she loves this series, so I have decided I'm going to read it. This is not personally my favourite series. I have only read the first one. However, it was not my favourite, but I want to do this. So I'm hoping to get this done for Becca's birthday in March. I don't know why I'm deciding to do this. I did let Jem know that I was planning this, and Jem thinks it's a great idea. And then she was like, hang on, what are you going to do it with the editing? Because Becca edits all your videos. So I've decided to, we were talking about it and I was like, I think I'm just going to give this to Becca to edit anyway. Sorry, Becca, I love you. But the idea of it is she can edit it and put little comments on the video if she would like to. It is entirely up to you, Becca. She can just put notes on the video to be like, how dare she, I can't believe she did this, and stuff like that, or whatever she wants to do, or like that she's happy that I'm reading the books or whatever. We will figure that out. So I have a week to read this because Becca is coming up to mine on Wednesday and it is currently Thursday, so I have like a week to read this without her finding out. And I have a busy week, so I have to plan D&D tonight, I have D&D tomorrow. On Saturday, I have a lot of music I need to get sorted and prepare and things like that. On Sunday, I am at a christening. Monday, I think I have something on, but I can't remember. Tuesday, I have a committee meeting for my drama group. Wednesday, that comes up. Thursday, drama. Like, by Wednesday, if I haven't read it, then it's getting put off until after she's gone home. But we're going to try and read, sneaky read this, and we'll see how this goes. Hi guys, it is the 31st of January and we are back with a vlog. I will also say you might be able to hear a crackling. I have a candle going at the moment and it's one of those ones with the like flickering wick things, so but I don't want to take it away and blow it out and then have to relight it, so you're gonna have to deal with it. But it is the last day of January and I am about halfway through A Pirate's Life for Tea. I didn't end up reading the physical book. I don't know what it was about the physical book, but I was struggling to read it, and it was on at my library, on my library app, so I've been reading the ebook, and I'm about halfway through and I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did the first book. The first book was really good, but this one just has something special. It's probably the pirates, because we know I love a pirate. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's just so cute and fun, and it has me in the feels, and I just think it's really, really good. I don't know what exactly. I think the crew dynamic's really cute. I think the way that both of our new love interest main characters, Bobby and Serena, are like, they both have good intentions, but they're going about it in different ways. I think that's beautifully done. There's just so much about this series that I'm thoroughly enjoying. I want to finish this today. It is a bit of a difficult day because I've found out some bad news, unfortunately. Someone that I know has passed away, so my head has not been in the reading. I finished a reread because that was an audiobook, and I thought, right, if I can get one done, but that I ended on a sad note, and I completely forgot about that until I was reading it and went, oh, I'm literally up to the sad bit. So I am going to try and sit here and listen to my pirate ambience, and I'm gonna read. What's really funny is Becca almost found out about this vlog. She probably already knows, because I was showing her a message to Jem, and I had mentioned this vlog, and she was like, what was this? And then she said she was going to forget about it. I don't know if she's going to, but yeah, I felt really, really bad. Also, what's even funnier was that weekend when she was up, we also spent the weekend watching Pirates of the Caribbean. I did not suggest pirates. Becca suggested pirates. I just went, oh, we should watch something. And then she was like, oh my God, Pirates of the Caribbean. And I was like, I'm always down to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. So we watched it, and it was one of those things of, you know, when you just kind of sit there and you go, this is a weird thing to be watching and to be figuring out. But yeah, so that is where we are with that. I would like to finish this book today. I'm going to sit and I'm going to read. I might get myself some nice food a bit later, just because I want a bit of cheering up, and I'm just going to sit and try and finish as much of this book as possible, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get there. Hi. So this is now a new, sorry, I got about 7 texts through at that time for some reason. Hi guys. I have finished A Pirate's Life for Tea, and it was a 5-star. This is definitely my favourite in the series so far. I'm really amazed because I was really starting to believe that cozy fantasy was not for me, but apparently it is. It just needs to be a specific type of thing, and it needs a little bit more action than your typical cozy fantasy. And I really, really enjoyed this book. It was really good. I think it was definitely a good continuation. I liked the through line that this book had of the dragon eggs story, and I really, really enjoyed this book. So yay, we're starting this vlog off very well. I did have to binge a lot of it yesterday because I was not near finishing, and I was panicking. So I had to be like, oh, I'm reading. And then Becca decided that she wanted help with a vlog or a video, and was messaging me as I was trying to read, and I was like, I've already got a couple of hours, please go away. But I couldn't tell her that I was reading a book, because she'd be like, what are you reading? I thought you were finished with this book. And then I would have to like lie about what I was reading. So I had to be like, you're distracted, please go away. So that's where my head's been lately. But yeah, so I have finished A Pirate's Life for Tea, and it was definitely a good one. The next books that I'm going to be reading is Red Rising and or Mate, but I'm going to give that a little bit of time to debrief, because I can't read them all in quick succession, because then I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm not reading anything, and Becca's going to be like, it's weird, you usually read at least something. So we're taking a bit of a break, and I will be coming back in the middle of February. I will be coming back with the next read, and hopefully I will be able to finish that. So fingers crossed, everything goes well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hi, I'm not going to talk too much tonight because one, I look an absolute mess. I don't know what's going on. And two, I'm very tired. However, I do want to talk a little bit about how it's really, really funny that I'm doing this vlog and Becca doesn't know about it. And she has said to me today, oh, I think I'm going to read some of your favorites. And I'm like, so, or like books that I think she'll enjoy. And I'm just like, sat there like, okay. But I have finished Red Rising. I want to go into a bit more detail about what I thought about it because there's a lot to unpack. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow because I'm very tired and I want to go to sleep. But there will be another vlog clip coming. But I wanted to say like, Becky, you're kind of on to me and I don't think you realise that you are. But yeah. Hello, good morning. I don't know why I have a quiff and it's all over here, but we're going with it. I may get pulled to the side because I am currently working, and I might have to do something, but for now, I'm going to speak to you guys. So I want to talk about the video and Red Rising. So Red Rising, I have finished. I was going to give updates, but I just kind of powered through it. Now, what I'm going to say is I don't think I should have powered through Red Rising the way that I did because it was very much, I was struggling to comprehend things and I was sat there thinking, have I missed something? Every time that I was reading, I just felt as if like, if my brain wandered a little bit, I felt like I'd missed loads of things, and then I was like, oh, what's going on here and what's going on here. I do think part of that the book is supposed to be like that, but it was just a bit difficult and a bit, yeah, but I really enjoyed it for the most part. I thought the book was interesting. I did give it a 4-star, and I gave it a 4-star because I think if I had the physical copy as well as the audiobook, it probably would have done better. However, I only had the audiobook because I couldn't find my physical copy, and therefore it was really, really difficult to figure out everything that was going on. But what I read, I enjoyed, and I do want to reread it to try and get more information. This book had so many twists and turns. I did sit there and kind of go, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? So much. And thinking about it, I think I really needed to just kind of get stuck into the book and read it and physically understand it. And I didn't do that. So, you know, we live and we learn, and there are things that we learn from things. And I will read this book again, but I will read it physically. So that is my update for Red Rising. It is a quick update. I'm sorry. I do have notes, but it's very much like, I don't think I took this book in well enough. I gave it a 4 stars because I think it had the potential to be great, but I don't think that I understood it enough to give it a 5. I will try and read it again at some point so that I can hopefully enjoy it more. But for now, that's it. The next book I will be reading is Mate by Ali Hazelwood. However, that needs to go into next month because I haven't read anything and I've been reading, and I need to like keep the ruse up that I have been reading, but I haven't read anything, if that makes sense. So I'll be going on to a different vlog to continue reading and not reading. Hi guys, it is the 2nd of March and I meant to check in with you to say, hey, I'm starting this book, I'm in the middle of this book. I read this book in one sitting, which Becca's going to be very, very happy with. So I knew I was going to have to read it out the Hazelwood for Becca's vlog. It's a Becca vlog. So I sat down, I had the audiobook and I had the day off today. So I decided to just sit down and read it. I got the audiobook on Spotify, listened to the entirety of it whilst I was cooking. I would have come to you straight after I'd finished this book. However, I had a doctor's appointment, so I'm letting you know now, which is Fine, I don't know why I'm telling you that. But yeah, mate. So I have been struggling to pick this book up for a while now. I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it. I really wasn't in the mood, and Becca kept on going, you should read Mate, you should read Mate, you should read Mate, you should read Mate. And every time she did, it put me off more. So I put it down for a while, and I kind of, as soon as I knew I was doing this vlog, I was like, I will read it then. And for the first time, I actually listened to the audiobook, because usually for Ali Hazelwood's, I like to read them physically, but I'd realised that that wasn't working for me, so I listened to the audiobook. I'm really glad I did. I really enjoyed this. I'm giving it 4 stars. The werewolf stuff was very prominent in this. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But there was something about it that just felt a little bit icky to me, which is why it's getting a 4 stars. I still think it was really, really good. There was enough plot that I really enjoyed it, but just, yeah. I loved the main characters. So we've got Serena and we've got Cohen, and they were great. I don't know what else to say about this. I read this so quickly that I don't have many notes. I do feel sorry for Becca, because I've been keeping notes for all of the books that I've been doing, and the Ali Hazelwood one is the one that only has like 3 or 4 notes. But I thought it was interesting. Spoilers ahead, I guess. Didn't expect a cult. Didn't expect that to happen. I don't know. There was something about this that, like, it was cute. It was fun. I had a good time. I don't know if I'd read this one again. There are some Ali Hazelwoods that I definitely will, but I don't think that this is one of them. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with it though, so that's good. I have also added another book to this vlog, because I'm an idiot. And obviously we've all heard of Quicksilver, and we know that Becca loved it, and I found out it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm going to be reading that on any spare moments that I've got. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish that one as quickly, just because I haven't got much time in March, so I'm going to try and get through as much of that as possible, and hopefully the last thing that I can get through is Something is Killing the Children, which I'm going to sneak read, hopefully, and not get caught when I'm at Becca's. So yeah, but Ali Hazelwood is still doing it. I still really enjoy her books, and yeah, definitely not my favourite of Ali Hazelwood's though. Don't think I've got much else to say in this, so I'm not going to say anything. The issue now is though, I have started another vlog that Becca does know about, and I'm going to have to be like, oh, I'm not uploading any of the footage yet, because she's not going to find out about this until her birthday. So I have like a month to upload, and I'm not going to be able to talk about this book. I might just kind of have to sneaky go, oh, I finished a book, I'm not going to talk about it yet, just in case she wants to. I don't know. I might just, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I've had to be really sneaky about this, and I've been really bad at being really sneaky, but we're trying. We are trying. But I've finally finished a book that she's been wanting me to read for a very, very long time, so that's good. And yeah. Hi guys, I can't talk for too long because I am currently at work. I am on a break, so it's fine, but I just wanted to let you know that I am still doing this vlog. Again, I've said this before, I have to be really strategic with how I'm reading the books, because Becca will ask me what I'm reading and I'll have to do a bald-faced lie to her. It's never happened, but the other night we were on FaceTime and I was reading, and we were both reading on the Kindle app on our phones and listening to audiobooks, and she fully went, oh, what are you reading? And I went, oh, you know, I just thought like I would, like, it's easier, I need to like focus on this. And I tried to fully change the subject and be like, I need to focus on this one for this vlog, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that right now, so I'm just gonna have to like stop. And then she's like, oh yeah, okay. Did you say what you were reading? So I had to fully just lie to her and go, oh, I'm reading this one, not like the actual book I'm reading. I am reading Quicksilver. I'm over halfway. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The vibes are immaculate. I will say this book is a vibe book, not a anything else book. I probably won't have that many thoughts on it, but the vibes are really good. The vibes are so good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I do have to go because my break is almost up, but I will talk to you more about this probably when Becca finds out, because currently I do not have the time or to finish it. I'm going to have to finish this book today because I'm seeing Becca this weekend. I'm seeing her tonight. So I'm going to have to try and figure that out. We'll see how that goes. But hopefully I'll have a few more information, a few more thoughts, a bit more information, and I will talk to you guys soon. What am I reading, Becca?
Volume 2.
So this is probably a good time to tell you that I have been sneakily reading your favourites this year.
Wait. What have you read?
A Pirate's Life for Tea, Red Rising, Mate, and I read Quicksilver. I finished that yesterday.
All right, Jem.
Jem knows about this. This is why I didn't want to do this vlog clip just before we went out in case you reacted badly, because I was like, I don't want a consent is key. Consent is key.
This is fine.
That's fine. But you also don't like surprises. So I was like, I'm going to.
This is more sneak than surprise.
This was really sneaky.
So
I need to show you my
sneaky snake.
I'm a sneaky snake. I need to show you my planner because it's really funny, because anything that I have read, I have not put in my planner just in case you snuck a peek. But can we say, right, because I haven't actually updated the vlog about this. I finished Quicksilver yesterday. It was a 5-star. I will say none of the books I've read so far have been lower than a 4. And one of them I need to reread because I don't think it was the best time for me to read it and I didn't take it in.
Do you know what? I don't know how I didn't realise. When you said the other, I think, was it February? You was like, oh, I've read like 8 books or something like that. And I was like...
5, yeah.
I was like, what has she read? I don't remember her reading this many books. You sneaky.
I have struggled so much with this, but also we were talking because you read Brimstone, and we were talking about it, and you said about the mates thing, and I was reading Quicksilver at the time, which is why my face was just like, don't react.
I genuinely thought I'd like spoiled it for you.
Well, I didn't know it was in it.
Did you not? No. Literally, that was the thing that made me pick it up.
No, I didn't know. I'm gonna have to move this because it's hurting my arms.
That's the thing that made me pick it up, because everyone started talking about Fated Mates, and I was like, Fated Mates and Fate? Okay.
Debbie, I read it because you really enjoyed it. That's all I knew about it.
Okay, just a tip: don't read Brimstone until book 3's out.
I'm not going to. You made that abundantly clear. But that ending, my God, I have notes on all of the books. So yeah, I had originally said when I started this vlog in beginning of February, maybe January, because I couldn't do what I did with Jem and just like read them all off the bat. I've had to do it like sporadically because I knew you'd kind of be like, why have you not told me anything that you're reading? So yeah, I've had to like be really, really sporadic with it. And I'd originally said that once we were up here, I was going to try and sneakily read this. That is in the vlog. And then I realised it's the busy period, and the only way that I would be able to read it was like if I was up here on, like, I had a 5-minute break, and I was like, that's not going to happen with the busy period. So I was like, I'm just going to like thingy it. And I was like, this is a good way for me. I almost did it whilst you were downstairs, by the way. And then I was like, this is a good transition. I can get this vlog clip in now.
I love you.
I love you.
You're sneaky. I should have known this was coming because you did it to Jem. And I loved how sneaky you was with Jem, the Jem video.
You almost caught onto it.
When?
When we were in Chiquitos, and I was going through Jem's messages, and there was the sneaky thing, and I was saying about the surprise thing.
I completely forgot about that message. I had fully forgotten about that.
Yeah. She also messaged me twice whilst I was driving yesterday about this vlog.
Oh, so she didn't break her streak then?
She was really on it. Like, literally, I left the service station and she literally messaged as I was pulling out of the car park, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
This is going to be really fun to edit this video.
Yeah.
And see just how sneaky you
Jem fully was like, how are you going to do this? Because, like, she edits your videos. And I was like, well, I'm just going to tell her beforehand, and then she can, like, watch them and put... We also said you could potentially put your commentary in, like, the thing of, like, what you're thinking at that moment. I'm so proud of myself.
The fact you've kept it a secret for, like, almost 2 months.
Yeah. More than. I think, I can't remember when
Does this mean you've not updated your Goodreads either?
Nope. I have notes.
I would like to see.
There's also a picture. Because you were reading Brimstone as I was reading Quicksilver on our phone. You know, when I've only lied once in this entire thing, and that was the other day when you turned around and went, "What you're reading?" And I tried to fully segue. And I was like, oh, so I was thinking about reading the book for the notes vlog, but I can't really do that because, like, of this. So I'm thinking about reading that on Sunday, and I thought I got away with it. And then you went, wait, you never said what you're reading. And I'm reading Bloomtown. I was not reading Bloomtown. It's the only time I've lied.
Is that how you also knew that Brimstone was still on Kindle Unlimited? Because Quicksilver is too.
Yep.
Still baffles me why they're still on Kindle Unlimited. Like, they're traditionally published now, and usually that's like a...
It might be that they, because of the Kindle Unlimited, because they've got to sign a contract with it, maybe they can't pull it from Kindle Unlimited until after a certain amount of time.
Possibly.
Plus, there are traditionally published books on Kindle Unlimited.
There was one that you said, and I can't remember what it is.
Carissa Broadbent?
That's the one. I literally mentioned it in my vlog as well.
But yeah, sorry for being sneaky.
I forgive you.
I love you.
I love you.
I will be back to actually use, and I am going to read this because, like, I do want to read it. But yeah,
so good. Yeah, you liked the first volume.
I did like the first volume.
This is such a good series,
and hopefully it's as good as the rest of them. But yeah, I will give you the notes as well.
Okay.
Hello, we're in a different place once more. This is the final into this vlog, and I can talk about things now because she's read my notes. So yeah, I'd originally said I'm gonna read 3 books for this vlog, and I've read 5. One of which she knew of because it was Something Is Killing the Children.
Yes.
And that was my sneaky way of revealing to you.
And also that was a volume 2.
That was a volume 2.
So you knew you was gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. I ended up giving that one a 4-star.
Yeah.
I think I should have reread the first one if I'm being perfectly honest. But I did enjoy it. It's very graphic. There was a point where someone was just in half and I just went, she's cut in half, or something stupid like that. It was a vibe. We love a vibe. But no, so the books that I have read A Pirate's Life for Tea, which is my favourite so far in that series. I really enjoyed it. I read that in January, so please don't ask me too many questions about it.
It has pirates.
It had
puns and crochet.
The puns were not my favourite.
They were amazing.
For you. I then read Red Rising, which again I enjoyed. I do think I should probably reread it to kind of focus in on it. There was a lot of things happening. It was very, very kind of, you were dragged along with the story. And I think I needed like a little bit more focus to understand what was going on whilst I was being dragged along. So I gave that one a 4-star. I read Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which this one has been trying to bully me into reading for a very, very long time.
And then realised that keep going on about it is going to have the opposite effect. So I stopped talking about it. And she read it.
Yeah. It was really funny because as soon as you had turned around and said, I'm not going to talk to you about it, that this vlog idea came into my head. And I went, oh, well, I know what I'm reading now. I know when I'm reading this one. Fabulous. That was a 4-star. I am not an Omegaverse girly.
Neither am I, except when Ali Hazelwood writes
Yeah,
it,
even when Ali Hazelwood writes it, like it was a fun vibe, but there were certain things that skeeved me out. I can't help it.
Yeah, no.
And there was parts of that where I was just like, no, thank you. No, thank you. So 4-star. Then I read Quicksilver. And I haven't talked about this book on this vlog much because I finished it like the day that I was coming up to this one's. So I couldn't say anything. That book was all vibes. And it was so much fun. Like, do I think it's the best book I've ever read? Absolutely not. Has it made it to the top book for March? Yes. It was my favourite book of March.
Which is really funny because I was unintentionally reading Brimstone at the same time, and that's my favourite book of March.
It was really funny because there's a picture that Becca has seen now where I'm lying here and she's in her room and we're reading at the same time to try and get my hours in for a different vlog, which is either up or is coming up soon. And I was like, we are reading the same series and she doesn't even know it. So I took a screenshot because we were both reading off our phones.
And I was also oblivious.
And you were also oblivious. If it wasn't already abundantly clear, she's absolutely fine with it.
It's great.
She found
It's
this
sneaky. It's very sneaky, but in a fun way. So it's fine.
It didn't hurt anyone.
No, it was funny. I'm never letting you or Jem, because Jem knew, live it down though, because Jem's also done this to us, but you've also done it to Jem, but that was in retaliation, in a nice way.
I still think Jem's up to something. I won't trust her.
I never trust her. As soon as she says, "What's your favourite?" I'm like, "Why do you want to know?"
And then she just, and like, so we were talking and she was like, you haven't made a favourites from 2025, have you? And I went, no, but if you want them, here they are. And then it was like an hour later, I went, wait a minute, why do you want to know? And she was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, now I'm worrying about it. So yeah, I don't entirely, in the nicest possible way, Jem, I don't entirely trust Jem. I love you so much, and I think it would be really, really funny if you try to do it for me in this way, but you can't keep a secret.
I would not be able to keep it a secret, and it's also, I've kind of like ruined the opportunity by the fact that I'm planning on reading some of her favourites in May because it's her birthday month, and I've borrowed the books from her.
When she said about it, it was so funny because I was deep in this vlog and I fully just was like, this is the funniest thing because we're so in sync and she doesn't even realise it. So like I'm sat there like having like honestly, this was a harder secret to keep than when I was planning to propose. Because when I was planning to propose, we were never really talking about it apart from the joke about I'm not proposing, which we did all of the time. But with this one, we talk about books so much. I didn't slip up with this one though. I did with the proposal. I almost did with the proposal.
But it went over my head and I didn't realise, so it's fine.
I was really unsmooth and I don't know how she managed to not see it. Anyway. And that's it. So I read 5 books. I was very, very sneaky. I promise I probably won't do this again.
It's funny though, because like a lot of the books I read, I don't know if you would like all the romances and stuff. Like there's some romances that you would like the Ali Hazelwoods and things. But like then things like the Love Like Farm series, I don't think you would enjoy. It's not your sort of thing. But like,
and we were talking because we went and hung out with Chloe and Meg on Saturday, and we were talking about the sneaky thing. Well, she was like, she's being sneaky, and I was like, make me sound really evil, and I'm not. And then we were talking about it, and like Chloe brought up a good point of like, because you'd said about you reading my favourites, and Chloe brought up a good point of like books that you love, I'm probably likely to love in the sense of like Ali Hazelwood or the Fae books and things like that. Like I have that, but not necessarily are books that I love that you're going to love. For example, I read a lot of R.F. Kuang, I read Lani Taylor, I read like a more lyrical thing. I enjoy epic fantasy a bit more than you do. Like, but it's the same with cozy fantasy. You love cozy fantasy, and it's not my cup of tea. It's.
I feel like I should explain why I'm laughing.
I think they should know, because I read A Pirate's Life for Tea,
which is from the Tomes and Tea series,
which is cozy fantasy.
The best cozy fantasy for me ever.
But anyway, yeah. So like, this could have gone differently. I'm really glad that I've done this.
I'm glad that you, even though some of them are 4 stars, I'm glad that you enjoyed all of the things, and I'm glad, especially with Quicksilver, that you enjoyed it as much as you did, because that's the one that I was like, I think she'll really like this book. Because when I read Quicksilver, I said to you, I think you'd probably like this book, but then I left it at that, because it took me so long to read it because everyone was talking about it. So I tried not to like talk to you about it.
It's really difficult because I think that like so many books get like
hyped
up, and like sometimes there's like the hype is like so much that like I just don't want to read it. But I'm really glad that I've read them. Again, I do think I need to reread Red Rising.
Yeah. That's definitely one that you have to like be fully immersed in that book. You can't do anything else while reading, especially the first couple of books. You need to actually fully pay attention. So it's not one that, even when I read it, I had the audiobook on, but I couldn't then go and like do some cleaning or do some cooking. I had to either sit and just listen or have the book in front of me.
And there was something about it that like, it was a really difficult book to read. Not because it was bad or because it was like a specifically difficult book to read, but like there was so much going on.
It's heavy. It's a heavy book.
It's a really heavy book, and I think like
it's trauma.
It's not just trauma though. It's not just that. It's also the fact that like it speeds through so much.
Yeah.
And I think it's very much a blink and you'll miss it, or you sit down and you go, what the fuck am I reading? And it's really difficult to do that. Anyway, I'm not going back to that because we'll just start talking in circles about books that I read in the past couple of months. Thank you for watching this video. Please let me know if you've enjoyed it. I hope that this one has put in comments throughout.
I probably have.
And if she hasn't, that's absolutely fine as well. Thank you for editing my videos, and thank you for thank you for having favourites that I've thoroughly enjoyed reading.
You are welcome.
And we will probably see you in another video. Bye, guys.